my hair. How's it going? Oh, wait, I bet you I didn't take it off. Oh my goodness. You'd never know I had a. This is what happens, right? My hair goes all fly away after a shower. It's a new shampoo. It is Head and Shoulders with tea tree oil and
Hello there,
oh,
ladies. Doing the laundry below.
there's my laundry buddy. Hi, how's it going? Remember, folks, that this is a public live chat. Let me just get things going here. Let me say hi to Ann Lewis, Helen 21, Michelle McFeely, Nancy Fox, Plaid Nanny, Stephen Seedfeld, Sharon, my pit bull in lipstick, and Samoa. Nobody else is talking, so they didn't get a shout out. How's it going? Let me pop my chat out. I got a lot of stuff to do today, folks. And then I even put it on live chat. Hey! Oh my God, Furby, hang on. Furby, hang on. Go out and come back in, please, Furby. Hey, hey, hey! Garden State Gardener, how's everybody doing? So I gotta ask, Steven, my love, my pet. Should I soak my parsley seeds before I plant them? Because apparently they sound like celery and are going to want to they're going to take longer. Sorry, I literally it takes me an hour from the moment I put my feet on the floor to get up, go to the bathroom, get dressed, do my hair, brush my teeth, get a cup of tea. That takes me an hour. So yeah, sorry. This is the earliest you're gonna get unless I'm up at like 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning. Hey, there she is. Hey, Michelle McFeely. Yeah, the sun is shining. It is a beautiful day. The snow is melting. Well, okay, it's not melting, but it's, the eaves are dripping. And the chickadees, I spent 20 minutes in the bathroom watching the chickadees outside my bathroom window eat little buds or something off the ends of a maple tree. And they were having a wonderful time. And I thought those buds must be tasty. Terry! You can, but do you recommend it, Stephen? There's one for the bakery. Excuse me. I'm really sorry. So, I bet you it's beautiful. I'm going to show you. Oh. Now this is not, whoops. This live stream's not going to be too long. Uh-oh. Only because I have a lot of work to do today. That's what it looks like today. Now, if you look very carefully, you'll see my eaves dripping. See? Sun is shining. Oh, there's Pa. So that's what it looks like outside. And you know what? I just might leave my window open a little bit. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. So how's everybody today? How is everybody today? Listen, let's just talk about the drama for a second. Okay? Not going to get all freaked out. I was blindsided. So how am I going to word this? When I was blindsided, I went on the Connected Hearts private Facebook page and did a really raw, upsetting live stream. Okay? And that was my fault. That was my fault. I should have reined in my feelings until I could articulate them better and deal with it better. I should never have gone on live, and that's on me. So I'm just letting you know, that one piece of hair is going to make me crazy. There we go. Slicker back. There we go. Or better yet, I have a headband. Do I have a headband ready? Handy. Jeez and crackers. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. It's been a while. Let's do this one. There we go. Anyway. Oh, right. I have to send this. Excuse me, folks. I have to leave for a second and send this to Mary Jane so she can come in. So other people can come in because I forgot to do this. Mary Jane. Candace. You're already here, Stephen. You're already here. Anyway, let me get back over here. I'm sorry. I was actually working through some stuff and I realized I was going to be late. So let's go over here. I got to do this all over again. Talk among yourselves for a second. Live. There we are. And there, and here we are, F11. We're all back over here, live chat. I'm going to pop it out so it's just a little bit bigger and easier for me to see. And then go back into live chat. So anyone, where's Tony? Tony DeLuca! Is Lauren here? Hi, Lauren. Mwah. How are you today? Mwah. Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. Joanne Anderson. Oh, well, thank you. I made this on a video. I made this. I took you know those dollar store flower lays you can buy for tropical parties, and they have straws in between them. I just took all the flowers off and glued these all to a headband, and it's for my, this is my Mother Nature theme. Why are you blocked? Blocked from where? I see you fine. Carol, hi, how are you? Can anyone tell me how to sign up? Oh, okay, I can do that for you. Here we go. I think I put it in the description box, did I not? I thought I put it in the description box. Well, Michelle, give me a second here and we'll talk, okay? It's over. It's over. We have reset, and rebooted the Connected Hearts Facebook page back to where it's supposed to be. No ugliness. Okay? No ugliness. No deliberate negative ugliness. That's a rule. You do it, you get booted. And so it's my fault in the fact that we all got caught up. I allowed myself to show the raw me, and we all got caught up in it. And I realized all it was doing was destroying our page from within. And that was the goal of certain people who shall remain nameless because they hide behind fake names anyway. All right. So that's no longer allowed. I mean, not that it was ever allowed in the first place. I got blindsided and I became the snowball that was going down the hill and taking y'all with me. And I apologize for that. Stuck in the kitchen today, Bev. What are you canning, Stephen? Hey, Autumn Gypsy. Hey, Teflon One. Carol, I am well. My friends think I should get a job. I'm 71. I don't want to, nor should you have to, my darling. What are you cooking in the kitchen today? Wendy Saffles. Hi, Bev. Hope you have a wonderfully blessed day. Hey, Georgette. I can only listen. Kids and grandchildren just arrived now to make dinner. That is fine. Making Amish mustard pickles. Oh my God, Stephen. That sounds delicious. Thank you for coming to the conclusion that we don't need to let them run us. I know. This is a part of my mood disorder, right? And now I'm going to talk about my alcoholism, right? And I'm going to address the fact that my doctor has prescribed me 20 Oxycontins a year. 10 pills every 6 months. They're only for emergencies. They're only for emergency pain or travel outside of Canada, right? I don't want to talk about it. Never mind. I'm not going to give that any more energy. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to take a break. Where's Carol? No, you don't feel lazy. You're 71 years old. Who the hell in their right mind should tell you to get a job? Unless you want to volunteer at say a St. Vincent de Paul store or a Salvation Army or a Goodwill or something, or a soup kitchen. If you want to do that and it makes you feel great, then good. But you shouldn't have to go out earning at your age. That's just wrong. When does Howie get to go back to work? Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We do know that yesterday he was... Thank you, Donna Lull. He was called into work yesterday to get his picture taken for the, I think it's like a, it's like a board they put up with pictures of all the employees and stuff. So that's why I cut his hair, and I have to trim it again because I see several little horns sticking out of his hair, making him look like a crazy devil. It is a beautiful day, Lisa Spear. Making breakfast burritos and watching your live stream. All is right with the world. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. So, what was I going to say? Right. I wanted to talk to you about Mary Jane. Okay. Now, I don't want to bring anybody down, but this is a specific prayer request. I could not do this yesterday because I was just in that emotional place again. Where I would have been talking through my emotions and it would have created drama and all that stuff. And that's not what I want to do. Okay. So Mary Jane has had nothing but a lifetime of health issues, right? From the moment she was born at 4 pounds. She was born as a size of a preemie, but she was full term. So anyway, she, several years ago, I don't know, I think it was 2008, she would correct me if she was here. She lost her bladder to cancer. And they had to take a piece of her small intestine to build her what is called a neobladder. And a neobladder is a bladder that's usually attached to the uterus by a tube going to the kidneys, so that, you know, they rebuilt her a bladder with a piece of her bowel. We all know that she's at stage 4 renal failure with her kidneys pre-pandemic when they put the fistula in, and then all of a sudden, boom, nobody's getting anything done. She went in last week, I think it was, to have a scope done because they had done scans and MRIs, and they saw something on her bladder, on the bladder, outside of the bladder, the neobladder, and the tube that was built to attach it to the kidneys. They found a growth. So they went in with a scope, the least invasive way they could, and they found not only a tumor on the neobladder outside of the tube, they found several on the inside of her bladder. And they are all cancer. The problem is, and I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. The problem is that Mary Jane, her health is just... So what they're going to do, I believe on the 20, I think it's either the 22nd or the 27th. They're going to, she's going into surgery. They're going to clean her blood. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's not dialysis, but it's like a full cleaning of her blood while she's under. They're going to do more scopes and they're going to do more imaging while she's under. And then they're going to very carefully try and remove the tumors on the outside, the tumor on the outside of the neobladder, which is attached to the tube as well. And then they're going to go inside her neobladder and try and very, very carefully scrape out the tumors. They do not want to remove that neobladder because it will take another 5 feet of intestine to build another one, and she's weak. So they're saying we're going to do our best. This is the scenario. We're going to do our best to get it all, and if we do, we'll talk about whether or not you can get chemo or radiation, or should have chemo or radiation. If we can't get it all, or something gets punctured, or scraping it out, or whatever, they are going to have to rebuild her a new neobladder with another section of her intestine. And all I know is whatever they're going to do, they're going to know when they're in there. You know, they're going to deal with whatever it is while they're in there. And then she will come home, catheterized, and that while she heals. So that's all I know. Okay? Yes, she's putting, well, you know what? Mary Jane, illness is no illness is no stranger to Mary Jane. She's my hero, okay? Because she just keeps showing up, standing up against these diseases and illnesses and stuff over and over again, like Patricia Furia does. She just keeps showing up and say, okay, you want to fight? Let's do it now, right? But she's tired, right? So let's keep her all in our prayers. And she's, we'll deal with this. We're going to keep this in today. Today, this is actually, now I hate to sound like this, but this is actually a good thing. Why? Because they're going to do something for her. She's been laying in her apartment, disabled and in bed 20 hours out of the day. Right? Not able to do anything, not able to eat much, or, now at least because it's cancer, they're going to put her at the top of the treatment list when it comes to let's get her fixed. So that's a good thing, right? Where did you send it, Terry? To Facebook? Let me look. If I need to see it, right? Do I need? Wow, there's a lot of them here. All right, hang on. It's got to load. Excuse me. Where did you send me the message, Terry? Okay. Oh, well, that's okay. Right? That's okay, Terry. I don't mind. That's fine. It's all good. Trina Bomer. Hey, darling. I've been gone for a minute. Glad to make the live stream again. Well, I am going to continue to do public live streams, but not daily. I don't have time to do them daily. Okay. But I am going to do them here and there throughout the week as I find time. It's only the patrons live streams that are scheduled once a week, and they're the ones who are getting the phone number for calling in during the live streams that are not patron funded. I'm not going to turn the phone on and I'm not going to give out the number. Well, you have the number, but I'm not going to turn the phone on for one simple reason, is I don't want it open to everybody, right? I can only have it in a public live stream. Anybody can be in here. Anybody. So I ain't giving that number. And I have put on the mailbox, this mailbox will never get heard. You know, it's just going to be deleted. I'm not going to be taking message on that phone or anything else. So, okay, did not know what you wanted. That, yeah, that's fine. We're just not going to go there, Terry. We're just not going to go there. Right? Hey, Catherine Savala, how are you, darling? Where's Johnny? Hey, here's Johnny Garson. Patricia, how are you? Research about alkaline body. Guys, I barely have time to research how to fix my own hemorrhoids, okay? Hey, Lime Squared, how are you? Aldo! Hi, country girl. So, yes, I made my scallop potatoes last night, and it's going to be tomorrow's video. I just wanted to let you know that it was a meal for two. So I didn't make the big pan of scallop potatoes. I showed how you can make it for two people. Wow, they're really jonesing for spring. Did you hear that motor? And my window's closed. Carol Toy, you made me feel better. How? Bev DK, good morning. I saw about Mary Jane. You know, it's only sad if we let it be sad. I choose to step on another square and say, this is not the cancer is a good thing, but it's something that is removable if they have to. Okay, they can, if they have to, remove that neobladder and stent and put in a new one. It's going to be shitty, no pun intended, but they can if they have to. All right. So this is, in my mind, a fixable thing. And because it has put her at a priority up here where she's been slowly dying, before. Right? So we're going to look at this as a positive thing. She's getting the medical attention she needs. Right, dear? Yeah. You validated my not wanting a job at 71. Well, what? Howard? Who's the only people we know of that work past the age of 67? Body men.
Yeah, otherwise they die.
Yeah, body men die if they don't continue to work. They go through some like massive toxic withdrawal from all the chemicals they deal with at work or camaraderie or whatever it is. That's why we got to build Howie a shop as soon. Oh, I'm not going to mention my fine. Never mind. As soon as he gets back to work and everything gets back to financially normal, we're going to build him a body shop. And then I'm taking my barn back. Furby, Bev, Mary Jane has a saying Aunt Toots would say about prayers. Aunt Toots was Mary Jane's mom. And I don't know what Aunt Toots would say about that. Well, I don't know what's going on, but it may be because, like, is baking soda alkaline? Can somebody tell me whether baking soda is alkaline or not? Carpenters too, dear. Yeah, as soon as we got the house to where we wanted it, he had to build car because he can't stop building. That's just Howie. Whether it's cars, houses, shops, he's got to be, this actually layoff has been harder on him than it has been on me, right? I expected more from Howie than I thought. I thought, oh, great, he's off work. He can do all the housework and all work. It didn't work that way, right? He helped, but I had expectations of it being on my terms, my timeline, and he did it when he could. And so that caused a little bit of stress for a little bit. Okay, great. Baking soda is alkaline, and Mary Jane has to take baking soda in her water daily to help her kidneys flush. So that's just the way that is. So yeah, it would probably is alkaline. So you would think that would help. Eh? Where's Plaid Nanny? Farmers also work till the day they die. I'll have a garden until I can't physically walk or, well, Patricia Furia is my shining star that I follow. That woman does everything. She's driving now, did you know? God love her, she's driving every night before bed. Huh. Hey, Hilltop Happenings. You take it for indigestion. Well, see, that's the thing. Between her bladder being full of tumors and her kidneys being at stage 4 failure, she's barely functioning. She's barely functioning, right? So this her having tumors, even if they are cancer, is putting her at a priority list where she's going to get medical attention that she desperately needs and has needed for a very long time. So what's new with everybody? Oh, right. So yesterday I made supper, and tomorrow's video is going to be a normal supper. Okay. It's going to be pork chops and scalloped potatoes for 2. Actually would have fed 3, but you know how he loves his scalloped potatoes. And mashed rutabagas and carrots, which somebody asked me to show them how I dish them up. So I made here's just a regular supper. I realized that so many of my videos have been, oh, by the way, the frozen turkey shepherd's pie is really good. Hey, Martin Rios. Hi, darling. How are you? Oh, no. Oh, I see that young picture of your grandmother, and you are she is stamped all over your face, darling. Alkaline water. Breakfast for dinner here today. Yummy. That might be us today. That might be us. So I realized that a lot of the food or meals that I prepare are on video are like using pantry stock, freezer meals, or stuff I've pre-prepared, or meals that I'm using dehydrated stuff and canned stuff. Well, the only canned thing I put in the scalloped potatoes was evaporated milk, not sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk. And because Howie opened it for his coffee thinking it was sweetened condensed milk and found out it was evaporated milk and didn't like it. So I used that. But I'm going to show you just a regular dinner in our house. So I'm not sure I understand that, Aldo. Sue Marie, I love breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast. I think I might do, I don't know. It'll be something simple tonight. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? If you like, yes, don't forget to, if you like seeing my videos or you want to be notified for live streams, please subscribe and click that little gray bell so that it has percussion brackets around it, and then you will be notified. But Bonnie, is that Bonnie Scott, my Bonnie Scott's lass? Is that Bonnie, my Bonnie Scott's lass? Bev, could you do a month of menus? I don't do menus. Menus are boring. You know why menus are boring? Because they take all the fun out of creativity when you want to cook supper, just regular supper, right? No, I don't do menus. The only time I come close to doing menus is when I do prepared freezer meals and put them in the freezer, right? So, I woke up early and made 4 dozen homemade flour tortillas. Check out the Connected Hearts wall for pictures. I will. Hey, say, oh, okay. Bonnie, is this my Bonnie Scott's lass? Go out and come back in. I didn't know you were just coming in under Bonnie. Oh, okay. That's why you weren't. I've been shaking crap up on how to do things, and it's nothing personal. It's just I had a lot of moderators, right? Making stir fry. We love all the veggies. Well, I made chicken and rice the other night, and I realized I've been doing it wrong. I put my chicken legs in a casserole dish, right? And I cooked them, and I only had the little drumsticks. And then, but while they were in, before they went in the oven, I heated up a quart jar of my homemade vegetable broth, and I brought it to a boil, and I dumped in about a cup and a half of dehydrated vegetables. I chunked in 2 small onions, right? And no, I didn't chunk in 2 small onions. I just brought it up to a boil and dumped the dehydrated veg in, and I put a lid on and I shut it off. So when it came time to put the chicken in the oven, I strained off what broth was there, I measured it, and then I added the rice quotient, right? Like there was almost two, there was a cup and a half of broth, so I put in 3/4 of a cup of rice. And then I stirred it and I chunked in 2 onions and I put a lid on it and I put that in the oven next to the casserole dish of the chicken. I've been putting lots of vegetables in my rice, but I didn't realize that 1 cup of rice, needs a lot of vegetables, or it looks like you're eating mostly rice, right? Hey, Bonnie! I tried menus, but I never wanted what was on the list. Absolutely. That's the issue, right? I do reverse menu planning. Hey, Sharon, how's it going? Write down what I made so I don't repeat too often. Yes, my Patreon is set up. Somebody asked for it, and there it is. It is not the old Patreon. It is not the old Patreon. Okay? It's financially restrictive for most people. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's the only way I feel comfortable keeping more of my private life private, because in the live streams on Patreon, I may say things that I wouldn't say here for fear of starting crap. You're not going to see me emote here much anymore. Okay? Is that understood? So when I have funds, I will sign up again. That's fine, Bonnie. That's fine, darling. Julie, I made this. I was saying that earlier. It is a what I did was, you see this little strip of fabric? I took a yellow plastic headband and I took a little strip of fabric and I sewed all the flowers from a couple of dollar store lays, like the flower necklaces. And then I sewed them to the strip, and then I glued the strip to here. Where's Mary Jane? Mary Jane, we were just talking about you. Do you pay monthly or once a year? Monthly. It's monthly. I just told everybody, to the best of, you can go back and watch it afterwards unless you were watching, Mary Jane. I was just telling everybody about your original bladder cancer, and the new cancer in your neobladder, that they're going to be removing the cancer, hopefully. If not, they're going to rebuild your bladder again. Joan, so sorry for your loss. What? What? I've been to a restaurant several times and had to leave because nothing looked good. Do you pay monthly or once a year? It's monthly. Teflon, how's it going? So, again, my apologies for the drama that was going on in the Connected Hearts Facebook page. Not going to happen anymore, right? We're going to talk about the important stuff. We're not going to talk about what other people think of us, because that's none of our business. They want to hide in a gossip forum. And I actually went and looked, and I'm not the only YouTuber. that they harass. They used to harass Heather and Matt, right? But now, oh no, right? Karma's a bitch, and I don't mean that. What goes around comes around, right? I know, I like it. I wanted to feel spring today. The only other thing that would have made me feel just a little bit more spring-like would be this, but I'm not wearing purple today. So, and I really don't care if people know that whenever I put on a headband that has any decoration whatsoever, it's because I'm giving license and joy to my inner child. Having my jag this evening. What jag? Bev. Lisa Spear, how does it work, please? How does what work, darling? I am confused. Is Patreon like this but better? I'm willing to pay monthly. Enjoy all the talks. The one big thing between Patreon and live streams here, public live streams, patrons get to call in and talk and share, and we get to be a little bit more real. The only thing is that if a patron ever shares an unlisted link outside of patron, like I'll be leaving those videos up for patrons to rewatch whenever they feel like it, but the first time I find out one has been shared outside of my Patreon page, then all live streams from patron will go private after released. So that means if you miss them, you won't see them. But we're hoping that everybody respects the rule of keeping the unlisted link on the Patreon page, and that way anybody who misses it can rewatch it later on in the day. Bev, do you talk about other things on Patreon that you can't talk about here? Can you send me an invite? I just posted the link up above, sweetheart. We can talk about anything on the patron page. But I'm going to let you know this is not a gossip factory, okay? It's a place where we can discuss anything we need to, right? But the rules are no politics. No religion. We can talk about our higher powers. We can share things like that, but there's going to be no religion, no politics, because who maybe, I don't know. It's all going to be up to, I have no idea what the format is going to be. It's just going to be another live stream. It's just unlisted. That's all. You're welcome, sweetheart. Hey, Barb, how are you? Paula, under pressure. Pushing down on me, pushing down on you. That's for Mary Jane. I don't think someone who isn't a patron can access the links. The main page would be visible, but not the patron-only videos. Exactly. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you. Sorry, have to go. Take care. How's your dad, Tony? How's things going with your dad? You take care, sweetheart. We love you. So don't think of my Patreon as being like a gossip page. It's not. It's not. It's just a closed thing where I can express myself a little more freely without, and the patrons can express themselves a little more freely without being ripped to shreds by somebody else. And that is, I know this is the last time I'm going to talk about that place, but I went in and I saw how they treated many YouTubers, and I'm just not gonna feed that energy anymore, right? Was getting the Connected Hearts Facebook page was getting a little political, and I was noticing passive aggressive comments on politics and religion. It was making me feel uncomfortable. That's why we've rebooted it, in the sense as you will, if you go to the Connected Hearts Facebook page, one of the first things you see. And Terry, can you put up Heather's GoFundMe page again and put it on an announcement? We seem to have lost it. you will see at the top of the page, it has been pinned as an announcement. The new, well, we're just going back to the existing rules of the Connected Hearts Facebook page. That means no nasty, ugly, negative energy, no politics, no religion. I mean, if you want to share a prayer or request prayers or whatever, but we don't get into the whys and wherefores of everyone's religion. That's just not allowed, right? You do you, we'll do us, and we're not going to make anybody else feel uncomfortable. No politics. Poor Furby, Furby? Furby put something on her personal page, and I thought it was on the Connected Hearts, and I said, Furby, no politics. She said, Bev, this is my personal Facebook page. And I went, sorry. Right? Have they charged the drunk driver who hit her and her family? I have no idea. Did the drunk driver even live? Right? So, Mary Jane Weeds! How's it going? I forgot to do this when Stephen was here. Is Stephen still here? So, how's it going? Chaos! Have a good day, Christina. Take care. Mwah. Excuse me. And just to address this, I roll my medication. Oh, where'd my pin go? I roll my medication in one of these. That's the length of a medical marijuana cigarette. It lasts me. Well, the one I'm doing right now, I'll whip it up here quick. That one, that is last night's. So I only do one of these a day, right? By the time I finish this one, I will roll another one for before bed, and I will smoke approximately half of it. So really, I smoke half a joint throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, I smoke another half a joint. So I only do one king size joint a day. So, and I don't eat the butter all day, every day. As a matter of fact, when I run out of butter, I go off for a week so that I can let my tolerances calm down. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Van in shop, new battery, oil change, tried walking everywhere for the past 2 weeks, made me very sore. Hubby too, since he's got another knee operation next week. Oh my goodness. You're always losing your pin. I know. Well, that's because last night I was like, all right, I'm ready for supper. So what I do is when my day is over, when I do my quitting time, I will, and I'm going to have a late day today. But whenever I do my quitting time, I roll my evening medication, and I take it and my phone and my tea, and I put it beside my chair, and then I dish up dinner, and Howie and I have dinner in front of the TV because, no, we don't have kids anymore. Sometimes we'll sit at the table, but face it, my table's covered in plants right now, right? So we'll eat dinner in front of the TV, and then we'll watch some TV, and we'll shut everything down, poke the fire, water the plants, shut all the lights off, put Gracie out for a pee, blah, 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 and go to bed. I have told my daughter about your wacky weed. It's not wacky weed. It's medication, right? I was watching a new series called We Love You, Mary Jane. And we know the energy it costs you just to post. So, folks, make no mistake. If I lived 15, 20 minutes, even an hour away from Mary Jane, I would be there on a regular basis. But I am not. I am 4.5 hours away from Mary Jane. So... What? Rena! Hey, Rena, how's it going, sweetheart? Hey, Nina Strope. VA is in 2024 going to be first southern state to have marijuana legal for recreational use. Way to go, Virginia! Bev, I started medical marijuana 4 months ago, and what a relief. I sleep better, and the pain has calmed down so that I can function. Awesome. And that's another thing, too. My any medical marijuana videos are not going to be put on Cooking with Cannabis. The Freaky Fridays is going to be private. Okay. I'm no longer going to open myself up because those Freaky Fridays is the day where I let the shit go from the week, right? I let the stuff go and I just let my hair down. And how many people have seen that I've smoked? Ooh, I'll smoke an entire one. Maybe I will have a butter product or a food product, okay? Because it's the end of the week and I need to relax my muscles. But those videos, I'm really, really sorry, but those Freaky Friday videos are for patrons only from now on. I'm just not going to give any more food to the gossips, and I apologize for that, but that's just the way it's going to be. Any videos that I do for Cooking with Cannabis are going to be posted on Rumble and posted unlisted with no monetization on Patreon. 150 watching and only 56 thumbs up. Show Bev the love. They don't gotta show me nothing. Show me the love. Show me the love! Sorry, it's my best Jerry Maguire, but I'm not saying show me the money. Making some medical brownies this week. Well, I made banana bread and it had twigs in it. So when I made my butter this week, I ground my decarbed cannabis to a powder. I took all the twigs out and I ground it. So that cake of ground cannabis held together with butter is going into some cookies. I've heard the same problem from other YouTubers. We have to respect you for your stance. Thank you, Candy. I remember Dare didn't work, but loved the t-shirts. I don't remember that. I don't know anything about that. Why is there 5 thumbs down? Well, because there are people out there. Guys, there is no black and white. There is dark and light. And there are people out there whose lives. Okay, let's talk about authentic self-love. And when I get off here, I'm going to try my best to make banana powder. If you don't get the video, well, actually, I'll show you if it fails. How about that? And my pain management doctor knows this as well. Okay, no. And let's just, you can't have, exactly, okay? Authentic self-love, we've talked about this in the past, but all of those live streams have been made private, okay? So all these new live streams are going to be left up so that you can watch them, or if you've missed them, you can see them again. They're just not going to be as open as before, okay? But that's okay. I gotta protect my heart, okay, from the black darts, right? I have to protect us from that because it's very apparent that when I have a major meltdown, it affects everybody if I bring it in here. So I'm no longer going to be bringing that in here, okay? Authentic self-love means understanding how to love yourself. Now, we're only human, remember? We're fallible. Yes, we were born with free will, but we're still fallible. We are imperfect. We're perfectly imperfect beings. Made by the Creator. Okay, and my parents, right? So if you don't love yourself, And I've said in the past, I don't mean I can afford a new car and I deserve a new car, so I'm going to have a new car, even though I don't need a new car because I am worth it, right? That's not the kind of self love I'm talking about. I'm talking about the self love. That means you love yourself enough not to accept unacceptable behavior in your life, right? My meltdown on Facebook was unacceptable behavior, and I own that. So, hi, never enough time. Okay. Oh, awesome, Plaid Nanny. Have fun and take care. Mary Jane Weeds, please do not type in all caps. You will get timed out by YouTube, not us. Okay? We go through this every day. Every time we have a live stream. YouTube has some kind of digital moderator that is timing people out when they use more than 2 emojis or more than 2 words in capital letters. Okay? So if you put Bev in capitals and then say it in a lowercase, then I'll get it. But if you do it all in uppercase or caps or more than 2 emojis, you're going to get timed out. Okay? So Cheryl, let me know if all those hearts get you timed out. I know, Bonnie, but it's the new thing is just go Bev, and I will do my best to see, like Mama Cat just did. I'm so excited about our chat today at 4. Okay, Mama Cat, now don't, Bev, when you check Howie's haircut, if you cut vertically, check horizontal, you catch up the points that make it funky. Thank you, Autumn Gypsy. I just was kind of in a rush. So good morning all. Hey, Sue. I think I've done the Patreon correctly, but my GTG, my daughter has a procedure, ABS, and I have to babysit. Much love. Well, like I said, the rules are you read the rules when you join Patreon, okay? Because it's in all the patrons' best interest to follow those rules really carefully, okay? So when you love yourself enough to not accept unacceptable behavior in yourself as well as everybody else around you, that becomes authentic self-love. It's that simple. So all you do from that point on is when you can love yourself, you can actually see that everybody is worth loving. All right? Everybody is worth loving. We just don't have to let, even the sick people that are sick up here and sick in their hearts and sick in their souls, right? They deserve our love. We just don't have to let them put their sickness in our laps. Okay? We can pray for them with love, but we don't have to welcome them into our homes and our streams, right? That's authentic self-love. So if you don't have authentic self-love, it can be very, very authentic self-love and sharing that love with other people in a really nice, respectable boundary format makes it a safe and loving place for everybody. But if you don't have the proper amount of self-love, authentic self-love, you got to get the rush of you've got to get the high, because honestly, love is a high. Love is the joy juice of life, right? It's God's joy juice, right? If you believe in God, if not your higher power, your energy, whatever you want to call it. But if you don't have that, you got to get the rush some other way. And that's where the darkness creeps in. And the darkness means it makes you feel superior to tear other people down. It makes you feel superior to push people away, to taunt people, to hurt people, this is what happens when you can't love yourself. You have to project that negative energy on everybody else so that you don't look at you. Make sense? Does that make sense? Let me see that deleted message. Okay. Thank you, Furby. Um, this isn't medical marijuana isn't a joke. Are you kidding? It's the only reason I'm still walking. Anyway, I'm in Canada, two-family homestead. Okay, when you have self-love, your heart shines, right? And when people try and tear you down, we're vulnerable. I have opened my heart to everybody, and that's fine. But now I have to. Doing a shield on these live streams is no longer working for the dark element. So what we're going to do, so what I'm doing is that's what's patrons for. That's all. That's what's patrons for. Is we can talk and you can call in. And no, it is not a gossip site. It is just, it is what it is. Bev, and family. Loves you all. Gotta go. Sister is here and I'm in Florida. Take care, sweetheart. Bev, off to make tea, having my COVID jag tonight. What is a jag? What is a jag? I don't get it. Anyway, do you mean jab? Anyway, it has now been 56 minutes. I have to edit tomorrow's video. I have to edit the second half of chapter 5. And I have a patron live stream at 4 p.m. So I have work to do. Ciao, Bella. I love you, Mary Jane, so very much. And we got you. We got you. Okay? You're not alone. Nobody's alone. Unless they choose to be. Unless they choose to alienate themselves. Right? All right. We are coming up on an hour, so let's do our spiritual closing. Okay, our spiritual hug, nourishment, if you want to call it. Now remember, this is not about religion. This is about individual faith of higher power. Okay? So you do you and ignore how I address my higher power. I will address my higher power as I see fit. You just, whatever works for you in this prayer, take what you need and leave the rest. And that way we all get what we need, right? So, for all those who care to join me, let's take a nice deep breath. If you're not staying, I love you. Goodbye. No judgment. Okay? Let's do that again. O Great Spirit, original parent of us all, the original spirit where my spark comes from. How's it going, Chief? God, last few days have been really, really tough. And I want to thank you for the people that have seen past my volcanoes and molten lavas of emotions to the cool off point and have helped me through some really trying stuff. Thank you for getting me through yesterday, God, when I could not stop crying. For my cousin. I give her into your hands, God. I give her into your hands. But I'll be there for her. God, there are so many people out there right now, like Mary Jane, that every day is a battle. Every day is facing down another negative entity in their life, whether it is cancer, whether it is gossip, whether it is neglect, or disease or all these battles that get faced every day in a world right now that is in chaos. Let us pray, God, for them and us. We lift ourselves and our loved ones up into the sunshine of your love, God, so that you know we're always here. And we know you're always there. But God, now we want you to help us link hearts and hands, and we're going to push out that beam of love, pure love that you have taught us that we have. And as our circle broadens and our light shines brighter, we push back at the darkness. Because we know it exists, God. And we know it has to exist, but we don't have to knuckle under. Please, God, let us be messengers of peace, brotherly love, joy, light, energy as we go forward today and every day. Thank you for being with us, God. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Merry meet. Blessed be. Peace be with you. Whatever your salutation is to your higher power, your faith gets answered every day. You just got to believe. Take care. God bless. And believe that you are loved. Okay?